Okay, the next step that we're going to do here is we're going to add our voiceover. So we're going to add our narrator and we're going to add some light background music. Now, if you're in CapCut, just go through, I'm just going to move this, go into music. Actually, I'm going to move this over here. Go to your music, right, and just choose a background tune or a piece of music that you really like that matches the flow of your animation. So once you've chosen your music, I'm going to choose this one and I'm just going to add it and drag it down to the bottom of my animation. I'm then going to finish it off. I'm going to trim it so that it finishes right at the end of my movie there, okay? I'm also going to grab this little tiny fade in music effect here. Oh, a little circle. And just fade it in so that your music kind of fades in and fades out. Now, this is just background music, so turn the volume right down, okay, because we don't want it to be overbearing. Play it, test it, listen to it, see how it sounds. Now we're going to add in the narration. Now, to narrate your story, we're actually going to use this app called 11 Labs. We have linked it below. Basically, what you're going to do is upload your text and it's going to turn it into a voice that sounds like a narrator. It's pretty cool. So log in here, create an account. It's free to use, and we will see you inside. Okay, once you're inside 11 Labs, you can see here that there is so much that you can choose from. So basically, you can create or clone a voice, or you can pick a voice from the library over here. So you can design a completely new voice from a text prompt. You can clone your voice so that it sounds exactly like you narrating this movie, or you can choose a voice from their collections, okay? Now for this example, we're just going to click on text to speech over here under the playground, okay? So text to speech, we're going to go back to our ChatGPT thread where we had our story narrated. Okay, so back over here to ChatGPT where we had our narration put into one paragraph, okay? So here is what we want our story, how we want our story to be narrated. Now, I'm just going to make it. Can you make sure each scene for the narration is 5 seconds long to match the animation of the scene. Probably not the best English, but that's okay. And then ChatGPT is just going to make sure that each of those sentences is 5 seconds long because we want it to be matched with the time of our animation. Does that make sense? So now what we're going to do is we're going to get it again put together into one paragraph. So here it is in one paragraph. So now I'm just going to copy this over, go back over to 11 Labs. Once you clicked text to speech, we're just going to paste it in here. On the right-hand side here, you can pick a voice, okay? So go through these and pick one that you love. Pick one that matches the sound of your story, or you can actually put your own voice in this program and make yourself narrate the story. Once you've chosen the voice that you'd like to narrate the story, click Generate Speech.
But it wasn't the elephant who looked lost. It was her.
Okay, so that was Alice. So I actually don't mind the sound of her voice. Now, what you're going to do now is download. So press this button here to download her saying this speech. And you can see here that it's now downloaded in your download. So we're back over here. We're going to click Media. We're going to click Import. We're going to import that newest download, which is here, 11 Labs. You can see that it's sitting up here. Again, just dragging that now over to your story. Okay, you can see here that once we've dragged this narration in, it's actually going to be a little bit longer than our scene. So we need our narration and our story to match up with each scene. I'm just about to show you a little hack. So click on the audio that you've just put in there, the narration. Click on speed up here on the top right, and we're going to increase the speed, okay, so that you can see now it's starting to get shorter and shorter, so it's matching the story. Now, we don't need it to be there. We're just going to drag it until we get pretty much in line with the story. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay, so maybe there. That's probably the closest we're going to get. Now, listen back to it and you're going to see that this is hopefully going to match. The narration is now going to match each scene. You're going to have music playing. You're going to have all the stuff, okay? Now, if it was the other way around, if it was too short, you can obviously make it a little bit longer. All right, let's play it and see how it goes.
She watched the circus truck pass, but it wasn't the elephant who looked lost. It was her. One apple, one breath, a silent hello that changed.
Okay, I'm actually really happy with that, and I think that matches. Now, if you want to, at this point, you can now add captions, you can add transitions, you can add all the fancy stuff, right? And CapCut's free, and it has all of this stuff ready to go. So I'm just going to add in some captions here. If you go to templates, you can see that there are lots. I'm just going to add in some really plain ones.
You watched the circus truck pass, but it was...
my apologies, you actually need to have the paid version of CapCut for the captions. Now, just remember, when you put this on YouTube, this will generate captions anyway, so it's not a necessity, okay? This is just something that we're just showing you for full functionality of CapCut and everything that you can do for your first animation, which is so exciting. So here is our movie. I'm going to put it in full screen. We're going to watch it.
She watched the circus truck pass, but it wasn't the elephant who looked lost. It was her. One apple. One.
All right, this is so cool. Well done. You have created your first animation. Now, I want you guys to really think about where this could take you, okay? Have a look on YouTube for inspiration. Search what people are creating. AI and animation and films and videos and all of this stuff is next level. Pick a niche, pick a storyline, pick a character, and go for it. We cannot wait to see what you create. Please share in this group. We're so excited for you, and we really hope you enjoy this training.